on their Twitter handle, indicating in a very derogatory manner that the X-Mūngiki leader wanted for questioning. It's no longer Mr. Njenga, it's now an X-Mūngiki. You know, when this then was brought to our notice, the said communique indicated that he was being sought by the Nakuru DCI offices for questioning in respect to the charges contained in the charge that I brought to your attention, Your Honor. The communique indicated that our client was at large, and they were calling upon any member of the public who may be knowing of his whereabouts to make the same communication. You know, it's upon this communique that our client is before you this afternoon. Your Honor, suffice to note that this communique did not even indicate that our client or charges have been preferred against our client. Despite the communique indicating that he's being sought by the police to answer questions in respect to the charges. You know, when we learned that charges have been preferred against our client, we then realized that legally, the police have no jurisdiction upon our client, and that the jurisdiction lies before you, Your Honor. And the reason, Your Honor, why your brother indicated that we appear before him on 20th was because our client was and is on an anticipatory bail. Your Honor, when we realized that the court is seized of the matter and that the police is looking for our client, and given the nature of our past experiences, not to mention extrajudicial killings, we decided to appear before you, Your Honor. For one reason, Your Honor, for our client to answer to the charges that were preferred against him in his absentia, and for him to know what is he being charged of. Perhaps, instead of waiting for the 20th, when plea was to be taken, we have then decided to voluntarily appear before you for purposes of taking plea.
When a party voluntarily surrenders to court, that's a party who is already willing to cooperate and to comply. Secondly, the ninth accused has appeared before you, accompanied by 4 lawyers, buttressing his innocence, and most vitally, an intent to surrender to the police as and when called upon, should he be summoned. To this end, we have no summons whatsoever. Your anticipatory bail came in first on the 18th, and to date, we are not aware of any warrants of arrest. An attempt was made before your learned brother, Honorable Orenge, to request for one, but we did oppose. And the learned trial magistrate at plea taking concurred with us in respect of that request, and indeed declined that prayer by the DPP then, Ms. Wamboi. Your Honor, out of the trust of the court, of our capacity to surrender him before you and or any other statutory organ. A fair command falls at our disposal and of this court to grant him, if at all, free bail and or bond. In the alternate, directions that as and when bond terms will be available, the same be retained as those of his co-accused, some of whom are facing heavier charges than himself.
Also, our officers, both the DCI and prosecution, the ones who are served are in Nairobi. As you speak, I don't even have instructions from my office with respect to this matter. But given what is before court, and I do have to submit, the defense has not come to court with clean hands, Your Honor. I look at the order. If you look at number 4, they were instructed, the advocates, together with their client, to report to the DCI officers for interview and questioning on the 22nd of May, 2023. This was this Monday. Long after the anticipatory bail has been given, long after the other parties have taken bail, they never bothered to appear before the said officers. Further, I look at section 6 of the order. It also says that they need to comply if and when they are required or summoned to the police stations. They've never bothered. They know the process that is taken before an accused is charged. Currently speaking, their client hasn't been processed, even fingerprints have not been taken. So counsels decide to bypass the procedure, the proper procedure, and run to court. They cannot come to court with dirty hands. They have to come to court with clean hands. Their conduct so far has not been such of a person who's genuinely before court.